So in this video, I'm going to be sharing how to arrange this year's Autumn Mulberry Hydrangea Deluxe arrangement. So there's lots of stems in this one, and I'm using our classic vase, which is nice because it's a good height and it's got a relatively wide opening, but it's also supportive to the stems. So I'm going to start by giving it a foliage base. Now we've got 3 stems of the deep burgundy eucalyptus here, and in terms of bending them, you just want to bring them down so that your foliage starts at the neck of your vase, if you can see there. And I'm going to have them slightly varying heights, but not too much, so I might bend this one a little bit more. And just, you can, because there's wire throughout the whole of these stems, you can really manipulate them to suit how you want them to really look. Now, as you build up your arrangement, your stems might move a little bit, and that's absolutely fine. All I would say is just don't worry about that, because once they're all in, you can then really kind of have a play and make sure that you're happy. So next, I'm going in with our Faux dried limonium, and I love these because they're really generous and they kind of help fan out the shape, so they add a bit of width to the arrangement. But they're really tall, so I'm going to bring these down. And I'm going to pop one kind of over this side. Just adds so much pretty texture. And then the other one, again, I'm bending this slightly smaller than the other one, just so that these peaks aren't too identical. I'm just avoiding any symmetry, just so it looks quite naturally random, as if it would in nature. So I've got 2 of those in there. Next, I'm going to pop in the Autumn Stilby. This is a slightly shorter stem, so I probably don't need to bend this. But what I really love about this one is that it just adds a bit of volume. And again, just that lovely kind of sepia autumnal tone. And I just like the bit of height that that gives there. So I'm just going to leave that one there. And next, I'm going to add in our incredible Faux dried hydrangea. This is the mulberry one, and these are just heavenly. You can even kind of hear how they sound. They sound as if you've painstakingly dried them out of your garden. So we've got 3, and in an arrangement like this, you just want to be able to kind of stagger them throughout so that they're not, again, all the same height. So I'm going to have one that comes slightly, kind of sits here. I want it to sit, and I want this to kind of bend forward a little bit, so it kind of overhangs and looks very natural. Just manipulating that stem, putting some foliage around it just to make it look really natural. And then the other 2, I want one kind of maybe up here and then one a bit lower. So I might leave that one full height in there like so. And then this one I'm just going to bend a little bit so it's slightly lower. You can just kind of see there, and then pop it kind of in between that limonium there. And like I say, just might have to move a few little bits and pieces around as you're doing it. So once you're happy with that placement, I'm going to go in with our dried Achillea stems, and these are stunning. Again, just so much texture and that really lovely, naturally kind of dried look to them, but they're faux, so they're going to last you forever. And similarly with the hydrangea, because these are like quite a solid shape, I want these to be placed at different heights. So I'm going to have one lower, and I'm going to come underneath that taller hydrangea there. And actually, I'm going to go even lower than that. So I'm just really easily just rebending that stem. So it's really low. I'm just going to pop that there. So it's slightly in front of this hydrangea. So it's adding a bit of depth and interest to the design. And then I'm going to have this one, I might actually leave this a bit higher. And almost, I find it really helpful if you stand back and just have a really good look. And I might have this kind of over here, so it comes down a little bit. And even, I might bend it slightly this way. And this is the beauty of faux, is that you can just constantly change it and maneuver it to however you want within your designs. I might even have that slightly taller, you know. I'm just going to give that a little wiggle out. And I might leave it full height and have it kind of peeping out at the back, just there. just so you can kind of see the back of it as well, and so that when you move around, you see it from all sides. So yeah, happy with that. Then I'm going to go in with these beautiful autumn bud sprays, which have just got so much interest in that kind of deeper brown tone. Just really pops out with the plum hydrangea. So these are just going to add loads of texture. They're a great filler. And I'm going to splay out all of the kind of little side shoots and kind of have one a little bit forward. And the other one, I'm just going to pop at kind of the back, probably like round here. So I'm going to have it relatively high. I might try it full height and see how I feel. Yeah, I think that works quite well up there. And then last but absolutely not least, because I feel like this branch just really takes this arrangement to a whole new level. This is our faux catkin branch, and it is so realistic. The way it kind of, the movement and the height and the kind of side shoots are just going to really make this feel really wild, autumnal, and almost foraged. So height-wise, this is a really long stem. And you can make this as high and dramatic as you like, but I'm going to go to about here. So you can just measure it up against your vase and just make sure that you're happy with it. And I'm going to place this kind of in the middle of my stems. So just give it a bit of a maneuver, like so. And then just, again, because these are all got wires in them, you can just really kind of play around with where you want it. I quite like it slightly off center, just again to give it that quite naturally random, wild look to it, like so. And then just as a final thought, just really stand back and have a good look and make sure that you're completely happy with everything. But that is our Deluxe arrangement all done. So yeah, I would love to see how you get on with arranging yours. Thank you very much for watching.